Could have been.
He wasn't a good villain-wise, but like the storyline for him was really nice. They told him like what happened to him, how he became Mr. Freeze. He fell into like some freezing area. I don't know what that was. I forgot what it was, but yeah. There's like too many people that they just messed up in that film.
So how do you feel about nipples?
I love nipples on the Batman suit, personally. Everybody's got them. Batman should have them too.
Sure.
Hello and welcome to the Irresponsible Comic Book Podcast. My name is Evan. I'm the producer. I'm here with Wildcard William and our resident expert Dylan. We're here today to talk to you about the latest and greatest comic book news.
That was so cringe, by the way.
What was? Asking about nipples?
That was so cringe.
Yeah.
The start?
Yeah. That's okay.
The start. That was so cringe.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to play into it.
Hey, I had to do it, okay?
It could have been better. It could have been better. I'm sorry.
It could have been better. Hey, you're not wrong. I'm not going to say that it was a good intro by any means. It's the one we got. Anyway. Speaking of, Netflix. Netflix, another N-word that doesn't have anything to do with anatomy. Netflix is kind of killing itself lately. So we're going to talk about the death of not Superman, Netflix. The death of Netflix.
Wait. You said Netflix doesn't have anything to do with anatomy. Netflix has everything to do with anatomy.
No, it does not.
Netflix and chill.
Okay, yeah. And
it's anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you never Netflix and chill, then what are you doing to yourself?
Being a virgin.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the actual Netflix news. So anyways, Netflix has been killing itself lately. It shot itself in the foot like 3 or 4 times in the past few months with its new decision making. Not really, nobody else is new making the decisions, just new decisions that they've made about how they want to run their platform have kind of screwed it. The biggest one being that they are raising prices. I think that's the bigger shot in the foot. What do you guys think?
They've done this like 100 times, to be honest with you. There's really no surprise there. I'm still Netflix Aspire. I've been paying like about... I go from on and off. I cancel. When I don't use it, I'm just going to cancel. Yeah. And I'll be like, I'm going to use it again. Just what the hell. Yeah.
It's whatever suits your needs, really. So...
They always increase their prices up and down, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
No really big surprise there from the comic
book. I don't really use Netflix that much.
Fair enough.
Like, we have a Netflix.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't use it too much, personally. It's more Disney Plus in this here household.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say I'd been watching a lot more stuff on Disney Plus, too.
It's you're pretty much kind of like wasting your own money on the Netflix subscription-wise.
Yeah.
It's not my money.
Well... That's the second point.
So what are you trying to say is, huh? What are you trying to say?
Don't reveal too much.
Please say this out loud to the speakers, to the Netflix overlords. You trying to say
my lovely lady pays her Netflix. Okay. And I just happen to use it.
Oh, okay.
Because we live together in the same household.
Well, interesting.
Dispatch call out the security forces.
Oh man, no. The other thing that they've done to shoot themselves in the foot lately is they're now. I don't know how they're doing this. What technology they're using to other than searching through IP
they track
addresses.
IPs.
Yeah. But they're kicking people off that are using it outside of different households. People that are. I'm on my parents' account. Like, it's a family account, so it's shared, supposed to be that way.
You should be fine. If it's not like a non-family account, then
exactly.
Then that's how they'll check. So you're safe. They won't give you the boot.
Yeah, but they're kicking people off that have individual accounts, or I think that's all you can do. Individual or family, right? Those are the only 2 plans, as far as I know. So they're people who have their own individual accounts, who are sharing it with multiple people and splitting the cost. They're now booting people who aren't the main users of the account off of the subscription and logging them out so that they can't use it that way. And I mean, I don't know what that process looks like because I'm not personally sharing with anybody. Like I said, I have it on my family, but from what I've seen is that people are like able to log back into the account and stuff like that, but they'll like get kicked off if like too many people are trying to use it at the same time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen anything else on that.
No, they've had that for a while, but they've just started reinforcing it.
Yeah, they've like doubled down, tripled down on it.
In the past, it was if there was 3 people accessing the same account at the same time, they would log everybody out.
Correct.
Yep.
And then like do a soft ban for like a couple hours.
That makes sense.
I don't know what their current process is, but I think they're really just trying to make sure that they're trying to get as much money out of everybody as they can.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and
I mean, even like it's not like, you know, Netflix is in solo with this. Like Hulu raises their prices lately. Like Disney Plus is even raising their prices. I mean, I do the full year subscription, so like it just charges me the
one time
full year in October. So like it's not like it like really affects me too much.
Nice. Yeah.
But like
for my subscription with Disney Plus is just like, you know, $8, $9 a month, and every month. That's about it. I don't pay no other full year price. I'm like, all right, I'm good with that.
Nice.
You know?
I think mine's like $69 for the whole year. So you save a lot of money if you do the whole year.
Yep.
But
that's true.
You save a lot. I mean, you do pay like for the whole year. You just pay like, you know, from your point, you only just pay $60 for the whole year.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anything like by monthly base. But for me, you know, I don't mind with the whole month base. If it's under $10, then I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
That's where they get you. It's when everything is under $10. So then you're spending $9 on this thing. You're spending $12 on this thing. You're spending $8 on this thing. You're spending $7 on this thing. Then you got 12 subscriptions, and you're spending $115.
And at that point, you might as well have cable. No.
Yeah, I have cable. I do have cable.
Oh shoot. He's
I don't.
paying for it all.
Well, that's the only one here that still lives with his parents.
Yeah.
Which really no point in me to move out. You know, nothing wrong with that.
No, there's
Trust
not.
me, you know how expensive apartments are over here?
Dude, they're
You know how
crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah.
I went to
Exactly.
look at,
So, yeah.
Do you want me to find you a studio apartment that has
No, hell no.
attached kitchen
in the balcony.
and maybe a bathroom for $3,000? I can find you one.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Landlords, man. Jeez. No.
Rent.
Yeah,
Where's rent? You'll
Rent.
get your rent when you fix this goddamn door. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's even worse. It's even worse in New York as well. Just saying.
Yeah. No, it is. It's terrible. I went to I have a friend who lives out there, and is like.
Yeah, his name is William.
Well, he lives in Jersey. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm just doxing you each episode that we go.
Right.
I said your last name last episode. Now I said where you live. They're gonna show
Wait, did
up
you? I
soon.
don't remember.
I think so.
I don't know if you said the R word. I don't remember you saying the R word.
I did. You got to go back and watch it. I did.
Watch it back, people. If he did, let me know.
I'm just
Add me at my Twitter.
I'm gonna just dox him.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
a
much.
good thing to know. Actually, if you haven't already and you're not following us on other platforms, go down in the description. All our social links are down there. Links to each of our individual socials are down there, and then as well
I'm pretty sure my last name is in my Twitter. So
yeah, probably. You doxing yourself, man.
I
There
don't.
you go.
If somebody wants to steal my identity, they're welcome to it.
Yeah.
They ain't getting much.
I don't have anything worth any.
Oh yeah, I get you. Also, on the side note as well, we also heard I think a couple days ago, Netflix is now planning to add now commercials
Yes.
while watching.
Yep. Yeah. They're just making a bunch of dumb decisions, shooting themselves in the foot. There's a lot of people canceling. I've seen people put out takes saying, as soon as Stranger Things is finished, I'm done, I'm out. And so
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting because Netflix, when they came into the scene, was this, hey, we're the guys you come to give you content so that you don't have to go and buy cable and make it super expensive. And then everybody copied them, and now they look like the bad guys right now for just trying to make ends meet and make profit. And
Yeah, regardless, they still make profit regardless of what people do, because
exactly.
nowadays people use a lot.
if they were wanting to like add commercials and stuff, they should have just done so like right when Hulu came on the scene.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Hulu had commercials right away.
Yeah.
Like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
and if you don't want commercials, you pay $4.99 to not have commercials or whatever it is. Like
like an extra $5 at least.
Yeah,
I did that because I did that before.
Peacock sucks. Like don't get Peacock. There's nothing on Peacock.
Nope.
The only reason why I had gotten Peacock is so I could watch the Super Bowl, and then I canceled it right away.
Good stuff. You get that 7 day
that's
free
right.
trial.
That's right. You don't have cable, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So next year I will be doing the same thing. I will be getting Peacock and canceling it right away.
Yeah.
So
nice. I definitely don't stream things illegally, so that's all I had to say on that.
Yeah. Do you have NordVPN?
No, I don't.
Well, in that case, today's sponsor is NordVPN.
NordVPN is
it's not our sponsor.
No,
We're not sponsored.
We don't have sponsors. We will actually next week, I believe. I should have some items shipped in that I'll be showing off for you guys in relation to Moon Knight, and we actually will have a sponsor if the items actually get here. If not, maybe I do show them in picture form. I don't know. We'll see. But we should have actually our first sponsor pretty soon, which will be exciting.
And then we get to click that little box saying "Sponsored Ad."
Yeah, so that'll be cool. But yeah, Netflix is kind of dumb. We can all agree there. They've just been shooting themselves in the foot too many times.
Yeah, I mean, if I remember the good old days when Netflix was nothing more than having here's a nice thing. We'll send you out these little DVDs and you can watch all the shows you want.
Yeah, way back in the day. The people
so what is out that we're currently excited to do on Netflix? Like,
for us, so there's actually
just in general though, just in general.
There's a couple like movies and like solo movies that are coming out pretty soon on Netflix that are sort of interesting. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I've seen a couple over the last 2 weeks that have been like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then it's Netflix, and so I'm like, oh, okay, interesting.
Like the last thing I watched on Netflix was The Adam Project.
Yes, that's what y'all watched.
I think that's. Same. I've been rewatching like Arrow on there. So
really,
yeah, I've been doing that.
The last time I went on Netflix before that was to watch The Witcher season 1.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah.
I haven't watched The Witcher season 2 yet. I'm proud to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, me too. I need to do that.
Yeah, same.
We'll all do that eventually.
Maybe Stranger Things, when it comes out.
I kind of lost.
I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you. Like, it looks cool enough, but I just can't get into it. I'm like, not my cup of tea.
Season 1 and season 2, and I really, really liked it. And then after that, I kind of was like, okay, these threats just keep getting worse and worse. Why don't they just evacuate the town? I don't understand. Why does anybody live here? Then it's just none of it seems realistic at that point.
Stranger Things season 4, the main villain is Vecna.
Who is that?
Vecna is a lich in the Dungeons and Dragons universe who gains power enough to become a god.
Wow.
He is called the Whispering One.
I'm pretty sure everything out of that universe is based around Dungeons
and Dragons. It is
Dragons,
Dungeons and Dragons, yes.
It makes sense. Interesting.
So, the first one was the Demogorgon. The second season was the Mind Flayers.
Yep.
Third season, I can't remember what the main villain was for the third season. I don't even know if they really had a Dungeons and Dragons connection as far as the villain was concerned. Besides for maybe continuation with the Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
And then the fourth season will be Vecna.
I forget if I watched season 3.
They're all like Vecna.
I might have. I might be 2 seasons behind on this.
Well, one because the third season, wasn't that when Hooper got sent to Russia?
Yeah.
And now they're about to do the whole Russia sequence?
No idea.
Pretty sure.
It could be.
Maybe I am a season behind.
I think I remember season 2. The Mind Flayer, the gate, and then they closed the portal, supposedly. And then, yeah, that's all I remember. And then I think season 4 is supposed to be him in Russia. I saw like the trailer and saw him in Russia, but then I didn't see any of season 3, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. Anyways.
Yeah. So I was somewhat correct.
Yeah. Another actual piece I forgot to mention about Netflix is they've been like spending a lot on their productions. Like they've spent a shitload of money on the finale for season 3 of Stranger Things, and they spent like $12 million on one episode.
I mean that can work as long as all the other projects that you're doing hit.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But if no one... I guess I won't even bring up their stock price because I don't actually know what it's sitting at right now. But it dropped significantly. It dropped by a third. It dropped from $300 down to $200 at one point.
I mean, that's probably nothing to them compared, how much
that's
money
quite a
they
bit.
probably generate.
It's a pretty big chunk.
Yeah.
I mean, they do generate quite a bit of money, but...
Yeah.
So they're down.
Yeah, I mean, they are a studio now. Netflix, if you think about it, Netflix has evolved from, renting movies or watching other shows to now making their own show. So, Netflix has their own thing now, So,
in the last 6 months, they've gone down 72%.
Okay.
That's pretty substantial.
That's bad.
That is. I mean, recently, because they took off a couple shows and, other shows weren't working, which is fair. I think a lot of stuff went down more than went down when they took out The Office from Netflix.
It went down $490, though. Per stock price. Per $490 per stock. So that's 72%. It's sitting at 190 right now. It was at 700 at its 52-week high. I don't know how. I don't know how many of you guys understand the stocks, but that's a lot of money. They lost 72% of their. That's bad. So, and it's. I mean, even the last month, it's down $180. So it's dropped 50% in the last month, basically, and then 10% over the last 5 days, and then 5%.
So who comes in to save them? Elon Musk?
No.
Actually, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No.
I don't think
so then it's a Twitter, Netflix, PayPal combo?
Yeah.
You can do all of those together on one platform?
I guess you could.
Live tweet on Netflix?
Yeah, I guess.
From Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd
God.
be insane. That'd be ridiculous.
That would be, but I don't think it's not going to happen, though.
They make it to where if you go onto Netflix, you can access your Twitter account while you're watching it, and you can just take screen grabs and
share
only from that
from that second
platform.
Yeah.
But so only from that platform, so you can take screen grabs and you can share it and be like, hey, look at this. That would be kind of cool.
That's actually pretty
that
relevant.
would be kind of cool, but then people will use it as to spoil the.
Yeah,
but that's true. But I mean,
people
gets posted.
will leak and be like, "Oh, look, this is what happens at the end. You're welcome.
Yeah,
you don't have to go watch it."
I mean, people post that stuff sort of already, or people that are talking about these things on Twitter and stuff those things are already getting posted, freeze frames from the shows.
Which I tend to stay away from because I'm like, I'm gonna go see the movie blind.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
I mean, that would be kind of cool though if they could do that. Because then that goes around that whole Disney Plus thing where you can't take screen grabs to make thumbnails and that kind of stuff.
I know,
exactly.
I know, but Disney likes to be strict like that, so
they're whack. Yeah, they are wackaroos. Anyways, that's all we have to say about Netflix, I'm sure. Now we're going to talk about the biggest news of the week, where there's actually no news about the Guardians.
Right.
Yeah. We get Cosmo the dog. Woo! Yeah, so there's a photo
Does that mean
from
Howard the Duck is coming back too?
There's a chance. So for the Christmas special that James Gunn is shooting, there's a set photo. He likes to take photos on set all the time. He took a photo of these Christmas ornaments, the little balls that you hang on their tree, and all of them had characters from Guardians. One of them happened to be Cosmo. So he's the astronaut dog. that was in the collector's vault. He's apparently going to be back for that. There's also a couple other
I mean,
characters.
It makes sense for the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's other characters rumored to be in it to make their first appearance. That, like, James Gunn has said, hey, there's going to be at least one character that makes its first appearance in this, as well as, you know, certain characters making their first appearance in Guardians 3. But we don't actually know. So there's actually no news on actual new characters.
Nah, the real question is, will this be connected though? This could be just a special, just be like whatever, it's a special, nothing else happens. You know,
it's tough to say if these things are actual canon or if they're just little spin-off bits that they do for jokes. That's a good question, actually. What do you guys think?
Well, I think it's just gonna be a spin-off.
They've said that this Christmas special will be kind of canon.
Okay.
Okay.
Because, I mean, pretty much anything that they're putting out is technically canon.
Yeah. Because everything is this is the MCU era. Everything that they do has played out some way in some form or other. Even like Trevor in Iron Man 3 being
Trevor
in
Slattery.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, Trevor Slattery. So, I mean, I don't know if it'll have like actual... I think the bigger question is, does this have any actual implications for the MCU? Or is this just for fun?
I don't think it will have any implications unless it's like a really big character that they bring in, like Galactus or something, where he like comes in and he like ruins Christmas.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
pretty
God.
much.
I don't know if it's gonna have any form of like implication beyond that, you know, but
yeah.
It's going
to be live action, right? It's not going to be animated.
Yeah, it's live action.
Yeah, live action.
Okay.
Like, just the Silver Surfer just, like, glides in. He's like, hey, guys, what's going on? You're like, what the fuck?
Man. It's like, hey, guys, Merry Christmas.
That'd be insane. Yeah, I don't know if it'll have those implications or not, but...
See, I think it will be canon, but it's not going to have anything to do with the direct storylines.
I guess the only thing that would have that sort of effect is if Gamora is involved. Because we don't know what's going on with her after Endgame.
So, the Christmas special comes out after Guardians 3, right?
I think it's before.
It's before?
Maybe? I don't actually remember.
I thought it was after.
Give me a second.
He's going to look it up. Yeah, I don't remember for sure if it's before or after. I want to say it comes out before. Like, I want to say it comes out this Christmas. Like, or around Christmas time. But,
well, if it does come out before, then what if they do bring Gamora back, but it's Peter Quill's Christmas present? And Gamora has been spending the past X amount of time between the Endgame and this movie living on Earth.
Yeah. Well, so
and realizes that like this is like, hey, this holiday Christmas is pretty weird, but everybody seems to really like it.
Tell me about it. Teach me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says here, Guardians of the Galaxy House Spatial as an upcoming created blah blah based on Disney's Plus. Its first episode will be December 2022. Don't know what date though.
It will be before though.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will happen during Christmas time, and we'll technically get a look at the Guardians before this in Thor: Love and Thunder. So like July, which will kind of like, I don't think it'll tee up the little Christmas special, but like it might have some implications for what's going on there. So we'll have to see.
Also, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be on May 5th, 2023.
Yep. Okay.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Question. This is kind of big.
Okay.
Have we seen Nebula in any of the commercials for Thor?
Yes, she is in that shot.
She is in one of them? I must have just
Yeah.
I mean, she was there like not in the beginning of the trailer, but like, you know, when when the Quill's giving that motivational speech and then Thor just slowly slides in there, and Nebula's like in the background of the ship with the other Guardians.
Yep.
Okay, so I just missed her in the trailer.
Yeah, she's sitting
How
back
could
there.
you miss it? What the hell's wrong with you? What's the matter?
I knew that she was supposed to be in the movie, but like with the fact that like I hadn't personally seen her, I think I was just focused on seeing if Thor's eyes were still two different colors.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there, so I don't blame you. Also, that line's super funny and distracting.
It is.
Just look at the ones you love.
Just look at the ones you love, man.
No,
Boom,
not
he's just looking
you.
at all his buddies, and Nebula's right there next to Mantis.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, but in that shot, Gamora is definitely not there, so that'll be interesting to see if they. I mean, I don't think they edited her out of that trailer, but
I believe they did. Because I believe, as Dylan said, she could be the big character in the Christmas special.
There's a chance. I mean, realistically, what else is she gonna do? Her dad's gone. She doesn't have any purpose in life really anymore because he's dead.
Well,
that was her
the big thing is, how does she get off planet?
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing because she doesn't have a ship, so she's got to be with the Guardians.
Well, not even that. Like so at the end of Endgame, she ran away.
Yep.
She either got snapped or she ran away.
She ran.
I think she ran.
Well, like
there's no way she'll get snapped twice. Come on.
Well, I mean, there's a chance because she was technically with Thanos' army.
Yeah.
So with the wish being, hey, get rid of Thanos' army, like there's a chance that she got snapped.
Yeah.
But we're assuming that she's not gonna get snapped just because of
Yeah. It's the only way that makes sense to bring her back. So.
But like. Thanos' army gets snapped. All of the ships get destroyed / dusted.
Yep.
She's stuck in upper New York.
Yeah.
Without a spaceship.
And as an alien. So. Yeah.
I mean,
so how does she get off world?
Her sister probably helped her, most likely.
But Nebula says she doesn't know where she is.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, do you think she really is gonna tell him where she actually is? Come on.
She actually likes Peter though. Like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She would probably tell. She might not tell Peter right away.
Yeah.
But she would probably tell Peter, "Hey, I helped Gamora get off that planet."
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, just to be kind of like a dick and like. Not tell him when his whole thing is we gotta find Gamora.
Yeah.
Like
that's their whole quest is to like go out and find Gamora somehow.
So it just doesn't make sense for her not to say anything in that case. If the quest is to go find her sister and she knows where her sister is, go find your sister. Like
True.
So I wonder if part of Thor Ragnarok is they realize that, there's no way for her to have gotten off planet. So that's why they get back they go back to Earth.
That makes sense. Yeah. Like,
and then that's when they see all the stuff. But anyways, we're going on a cruise through space, which brings up Terry Crews.
Oh, what a transition! This is more Guardians news. They're doing
the train going.
Attraction at Universal or somewhere, and it's a
Universal.
It's a Guardians ride, and Terry Crews is playing
Tal Merrick.
Tal Merrick.
What is it?
He's like a leader.
Calorian. Yeah.
Leader of the Nova Corps, sort of, or like an admiral or whatever, something like that.
He's a Centurion. Who is part of the Nova Corps.
Yep. So he just did some shoots for them behind the scene, or like in front of a green screen sort of thing, to be put into this ride. It's like a story ride, so you're like going through this quest, and he's ultimately the guy who calls in the Guardians of the Galaxy and brings them in to help save the Nova Corps in some weird scenario that they've got themselves stuck in, and then the Guardians come in and save the day. So
then we know the name of the ride.
I don't think they had a name for it. Let me double check the article. Because I just had it up. So, it looks, it's called Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So it's opening at Epcot. And so...
Epcot. It's a story coaster.
Yeah, story coaster. So yeah, he's a Centurion. He's the commander of the Star Charter, so a ship. And he's like an advisor, like a guy helping out Nova Prime. Yeah, and so according to Disney Parks, it's him that calls upon the Guardians of the Galaxy to save the day at a Nova Corps outpost, as Epcot's under attack. So that's what's going on there. He has his little.
Well, you know what that means. Terry Crews is a Nova Corps member.
Yeah,
in the MCU.
Much. Yeah, that is true.
Maybe.
Will we see him in a movie or a TV show?
Maybe.
Well, probably most likely in the movie. Maybe he'll make a small cameo. I think he's not going to be like a big. I mean,
he could show up in Nova. Now that they're doing
probably would show up in Nova, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah,
maybe more in Nova probably when they do that.
I wonder if when they approached him to do this role for the ride, that they were like, "Hey, do you want to be in a movie, maybe?"
In the movie?
And then he's like, "Yes," and then they like kept it under the wraps still.
Probably, or maybe they're like, or maybe we're just like into it and it's probably just for the ride, saying, "Yeah, you're gonna be the voice actor for
yeah, it could be
for the ride, and that's it."
Yeah,
I would think that in his contract it would be, you are going to be part of the MCU franchise as Tal Malik, and any iterations that are requiring you to play this character, you are obligated to be part of.
Yeah, something like that.
So it doesn't say that he's going to be in a movie, but if they need to use that character in a movie,
it's going to be him.
He's going to be that character.
Yeah.
Just because of, continuity things, and Marvel and Disney love to keep their continuity.
Yes, they do.
So
straight. Yeah, he's a good fit for it. I think that he fits like the MCU branding really well. So
yeah, I mean he's got the ability to be scary, but also a funny guy.
Scary. Yeah, pretty much.
It says here that they're gonna launch this roller coaster on May 27th.
May 27th.
Ooh, that's pretty soon.
It's like a month away.
I wonder if they're repurposing the Spider-Man coaster that was at Epcot.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because it was a story coaster. The last time I went, it was Spider-Man fighting the Sinister Six.
Oh, that's sick.
So I wonder if they're repurposing that coaster.
I wonder if they probably just would make another one, but I don't know. I really like the concept of story coasters. I think they're cool. So
we are.
I feel like those do really well. People like
the big issue with them is that there's not a whole lot of re-ride value.
Yeah, it's just a one-time thing.
I mean, you can do it twice, so you don't miss anything. But
yeah,
you don't get any of the jump scares that are supposed to be part of it. When the water is coming, because in that Spider-Man one, there was a part where the lizard swings in front of you and rips a water pipe down, so then it actually sprays you with water.
Nice. Yeah.
And then
that's what I like about these.
You keep going a little bit on, and the Green Goblin comes behind you and throws a pumpkin grenade, and it, Spider-Man swings and baps it away, so it explodes behind you. But they have
with air.
They have a flamethrower that goes off above your head, so you can feel the heat behind you.
Oh, nice. That's actually dope.
I'm sure it's going to be something like that, and with it being so soon, because we got this day, this news 7 days ago or something, right?
Yeah,
pretty 5 days, recently. About 5 days ago.
Yep.
And with it being so soon, and then it is released in a month.
Yeah.
I think it's probably just going to be a repurpose.
Yeah, a repurpose one. Unless they've been building it for a while. I don't know. The article doesn't
they probably were building it for a while. They just probably kept it on the down low, most likely, because they already have images of the roller coaster and all that stuff.
Oh, I mean, it could be either side. I don't see why it wouldn't be a repurposed one if they just didn't have people riding the same ride anymore. They're like, people are bored of this, and they go, because like you said, it doesn't have a lot of re-ride value. So anytime you go to visit again, you've already seen it, you've already done it. So maybe people have stopped riding it as much, they've noticed it, and then they turn it into something new, so people enjoy it again.
To be honest, there's going to be 2 Guardians of the Galaxy rides. There's going to be this one that's going to be the other one that I had before, which is Mission Breakout.
Ooh.
That was the one they had before.
Interesting.
Before this one. So yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I believe this is going to be in Disney World, I think maybe in California, maybe? I could be wrong, though, or Universal.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but that's the gist of what we got for the Guardians news. That's pretty much everything. If there's anything else that comes out, obviously we'll cover it here, but nothing else big crazy going on there. But they are supposed to be shooting for Guardians 3 pretty soon, I believe. So
I think they're already shooting.
I think
they should be shooting already. Yeah.
Maybe they're joint shooting the Christmas special and the movie. Because
I imagine they're probably doing that.
That makes sense then.
I mean, just look at James Gunn's Twitter. He probably has the picture.
They probably started shooting right after they were done with Thor. Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
maybe
they do one movie. Well, I guess they don't do one movie at a time because sometimes they're doing 2. But yeah. Any other news, we'll let you know. But that's about all we got for that. We're gonna actually cover the other side of Marvel. It's not actually Marvel, but it's Sony and Marvel.
Saying this word.
The SSU.
The SSU. Sony Shit Universe.
Sony Spider-Man Universe.
Oh, it doesn't stand for shit?
No.
Anyways, we're going to talk about Sony being dead. Just kidding, they're not actually dead.
Muerto.
Yeah.
Muerte.
No, you're supposed to say the word that you wrote down, you fool.
Sony está muerto?
There you go.
Sorry.
I love when you butcher Spanish words. It's so funny.
Jeez. I'm sorry. I took French in school, man. It's my fault. I actually
did.
I didn't take Spanish.
I took
Spanish because for the ETA. I was at the
good call.
For the ETA pretty much, and then
you're like, wait a minute.
I took Spanish for like the first 3 years in high school, and then my last 2 years they gave me, I think, French or Italian. I think I took French.
Oh.
All the Mexican kids at my school took Spanish for the easy C.
What? Damn. That's messed
that
up.
Too. I mean, it's true that we do get lazy. We're like, do we really want to go for the full A? Do we want to go we already know the words. We practically learned Spanish growing up in our own household.
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, Sony just announced a bunch of new projects officially the other day. So they announced El Muerto, who is a wrestler. They announced Madam Web. They pushed back, sadly, Into the Spider-Verse. But then they released the second half title. So there's like 2 parts. It's like Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse is the third one. What's the middle one again? I don't remember. Let me look it up again.
No.
Venom. This is Venom.
Venom.
I didn't even see that there was 3 Enter the Spider-Verse spin-offs.
Yeah,
or 2 of them.
So they were doing. They were doing the second one, but it was like part 1 of it, and then they have the second part.
Yeah, that's what they play.
So it's Across the Spider-Verse, and the second part is supposed to be called, or the third part, I'm sorry, is supposed to be called. They announced it, and I forget what it was. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Part 3.
They had an actual announcement.
I believe we're looking for Craven the Hunter.
This is Craven the Hunter. You're announcing all the other projects, but no, it's close.
That's like the only ones for us. I've seen Madam Web and all that.
They announced the name of it. I swear to God. I just can't find it.
Are you sure?
Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and there's something else. They announced it. Maybe they didn't. They just have it written as Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. But I thought they didn't. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm just tripping. But
you probably are, because all I see is just 2 parts right now. Just 1 and 2.
They delayed it a little bit. It was supposed to come out...
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Beyond the Spider-Verse. Is it actually that? That's what I thought.
Beyond the Spider-Verse is the title of the 3rd Spider-Verse movie.
See, I knew it.
Okay.
I freaking knew it. I knew they released it. So it's supposed to come out now June 2nd, 2023. It pushed back a little bit. It was supposed to release sometime late 2022, I think in October. Yeah, October 7th is when it was supposed to come out, so it got pushed back a decent amount. Just because they're working on extra animation. They just hired a bunch of people to do a bunch of extra animation just out of nowhere.
Well, didn't they say that there's going to be like 230 Spider-Man?
240 characters that they're animating. So, like, it doesn't mean 240 Spider-Men, but 240 different individual characters for the movie. Like,
I'm imagining it's going to be between the 2 movies.
Yeah, probably. But that could be like Kingpin. That could be, anybody that's existing. It could be Morbius. Who knows? I have no idea. But yeah. So
Miles,
mm-hmm. Peter, Gwen.
Peter.
Let's count all 240.
Peter, Gwen. Jenny.
Jeez, you're killing me.
What is I can't remember Spider-Man 2020 or 2099. Is it Victor?
No.
Jonathan?
Pietro? No, he's got a Hispanic name. I just can't remember his.
His name is Max.
Oh, no. I think the only Hispanic name I know is Miles Morales.
Oscar Isaac, Miguel O'Hara, but he is voiced by Oscar Isaac, which he might show up. Actually, Spider-Man 29 might show up in Moon Knight, the finale of Moon. I'm just kidding. No, he won't.
That would be interesting.
His alternate personality is a Spider-Man from a different universe.
Jake
That's
Lockley.
That was who's in the sarcophagus, not Jake. Oh God, just kidding. Anyways, next week I'm gonna clarify this for next week. Our segments will be about just so you get a sneak peek, heads up. Even though it's a couple days away, it's a week away for you guys. But our next segments for next week will be covering the new Batman movie that just got announced as well. We're gonna be talking about Moon Knight finale. Probably a lot of spoilers, so be able to watch that by the time it comes out. And then the last segment will probably be about Multiverse of Madness and what we're expecting, and talking about extra footage that's come out over this last 2 weeks in a relation to the film being out to get people hyped up. So that's what we're covering next week. But let's go back really quick to the other projects that Sony's announced. So obviously they pushed back into the Spider-Verse, but they announced El Muerto, and it's going to be Bad Bunny. They announced Craven the Hunter.
Did they say El Muerto was going to be its own movie, or did they?
Yes.
I thought it was part of Venom 3, is what I was.
No.
He's going to have his own movie. However, he could show up in that. You never know.
It says here El Muerto who will star in his own movie.
Yep, solo film.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice. I saw on Twitter from a couple different people that he's only shown up in the comics twice. So he's not even a established character, really. This is the first time they're taking a stab at it.
He's got a pretty interesting backstory, so like it kind of makes sense to try to do something like that, especially if they're trying to do another storyline in which he unmasks Peter.
Yeah.
So like,
oh gosh,
if we're doing the Peter from like not Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield Peter.
Yeah.
Like, and people are upset with him because they do think that he is a murderer.
Yeah.
Like, and they want to know who he is. Like, they bring in El Muerto
to unmask him.
To unmask him.
Ooh.
And Jane, like, I don't know if you guys looked into it at all, because I hadn't read the comics, but I did read the like synopsis of the 2 comics that he's in. Mm-hmm. It's J. Jonah Jameson basically hires him to have a like wrestling match with Peter,
and then
or with Spider-Man
to unmask
and
him.
Spider-Man goes, "Oh yeah, sure, like we'll do this. I'll be able to beat him easy because he's just a lucha libre."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets pretty handed.
Yeah.
In that fight, and does almost get his mask taken off.
Dang.
But that's also because El Muerto has superpowers.
Yes, he does.
Here's a small detail. I got like the little bio over here.
Go for it.
His real name is Juan Carlos Estrada Sanchez. Comes from a family of wrestlers known as El Muerto, who wore the mystical mask that grants them powers.
Oh, so it's his mask that gives him powers. Nice.
Yeah, it's a mystical mask. It's like an urban legend for like most like luchadors. Like the power of the mask gives you the.
It's like Rey Mysterio. He's not anything good without his mask,
Got it. Okay, I like that.
Kind of opposite, but I get what you mean.
I like it.
Way opposite, but whatever.
Oh god. I like that. I like that aspect of it. Cool.
Yeah. His dad was the one that wore the mask beforehand, and like did
he was trained by his father.
Yeah.
But he wasn't interested in following his family legacy as part of the ritual passing down the mantle of El Muerto. Each wrestler has to prove themselves to master their processor, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he didn't want the mask, is essentially what it was. And then his dad ended up dying, so he took the mask, and then he started getting chased down by the demon of the mask.
Correct.
And had to become strong, and ended up accepting the mantle of the mask.
Nice. I like it. What about let's talk about Venom 3. They just announced Venom 3. What do we want to see out of that?
Venom. It will be interesting on what we end up seeing, because Let There Be Carnage wasn't great.
No.
It was alright.
It was mid.
Are we going to see Toxic? Is like that's what they like were trying to introduce at the end of Venom 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Like it was Toxic, right?
Yeah,
that they were trying to.
Yeah, the guy who got the piece of venom or whatever, mixed into him up top. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
So, I imagine Toxic will be the villain.
Yeah,
we end up fighting.
They also have that loose end of the end of No Way Home to tie up a little bit, and what's going to go on with another potential Spider-Man chase.
I don't know if we'll see anything to do with that, based off of
Venom 3.
Like the way that Morbius ended.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, or like just the fact of how Morbius was such a morbid movie.
That's such a good one. That's clever. Yeah, it was pretty good.
But like, I don't know if Marvel is going to be like, yeah, we're gung ho on you using our franchises, like for your own machinations, like.
Yeah, they don't. I think that the only way that I think that Marvel has to start pushing their way in and being like, look, let us do things for you, so that they can make things work well. But I don't know how it's all gonna play out. Yeah. Their track record's just not good. Morbius, not good. Venom, Let There Be Carnage, not great. Sony just has not done a good job. Now they're bringing in characters. As cool as I think it will be to see Bad Bunny play El Muerto, they're
it'll be fine.
I think that they're bringing in. They're just I don't know what their plan is.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who Bad Bunny is. I looked him up. I saw.
I'll give you the lowdown here. He's a famous Puerto Rican singer.
Like
he likes to do rap and all that.
Yeah.
He's been exploring a lot lately, like the last few years. He recently was doing wrestling with WWE like the last year or so.
Okay. Nice.
He entered the Royal Rumble. He had a WrestleMania match and all that stuff. He's been learning how to wrestle with them. So
Okay.
Nice. Oh, so maybe they knew that he was going to be this character for quite a while.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or or because he was already doing these things, genuinely interested in them, then they're like, oh, this is a character we've thought about, or it's come up in a discussion. Maybe we should pursue getting him as that would make sense either way.
Yeah.
So I just don't see their like overall plan. Like Into the Spider-Verse is great. That's probably the best thing that Sony's produced. And that whole animated universe is seemingly going to be great. But how do they connect it with Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, Toby, or like any of the bigger MCU pieces? To, like,
I mean, they could include them in like animation version wise, but not like connect them in live action.
Yeah, I mean they can, but they don't
can't,
see
but
them.
Just connect them with just not in live action. Just connect them in animation. You know, oh look, here comes Toby's thing. Have him voice over his own thing. You know.
But I see them doing and announcing a lot of like live action stuff, especially like Madam Web. Like that's all live action.
Madam Web's gonna be live action. Into the Spider-Verse gets the animated because there's no way they're gonna make it go live action just for that. No,
absolutely not. No, I don't see that happening at all. Yeah,
no.
It's just I just don't see like what the vision is down the road, other than like building a Spider-Verse, but like it'll be.
Well, it seems like
animated.
Their payoff is going to be the Sinister Six movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
But
and then like all of the other movies that are like coming are just going to be like kind of a payoff. So like they're gonna do their Sinister Six, like, and they're gonna find their six.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like maybe Venom is a villain, maybe Venom is a hero in that movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to make Venom more of a hero in this
100%
Sony stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he's what side he falls on. We're definitely going to get another Spider-Man movie from Sony.
Yep.
Like not just Spider-Woman or like Silver Sable, which we've also seen are potential movies that they're going to be putting out.
Yeah.
Like it will be like The Amazing Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 4
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever they ultimately decide on being the Spider-Man of the Sony Marvel universe, the SSU.
Or even Tom, but I don't know.
Well, no, Tom is part of the MCU, so like Tom's not going to go.
Yeah.
Like we kind of know that Tom's not going over there.
No, and the way Home ended, he's back to square one pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
So like it's either going to be Toby or it's going to be Andrew, and I imagine it's probably going to be Andrew because everybody wants the Andrew movie.
Yeah, Andrew has to get his third in.
Yeah, you have to. So I guess my question is how long are we willing to wait for a Sinister Six movie? Because they do have to tee up all these villains.
I don't see El Muerto in the Sinister Six wise per se, but probably maybe after the Kraven the Hunter movie, maybe will be a hint of when we'll see a Sinister Six.
Okay.
So have we gotten a date on the Kraven Hunter movie yet?
I think it's something 2024. I want to say 2024.
2024?
Something like that.
Okay, so we're probably not going to see Sinister Six until 2026 then.
Yeah, that seems so far out.
Yeah.
Which, with the current track record, it doesn't seem like we're really going to get it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know how we get there, and that's why I'm personally so concerned about their vision, because I'm like, you don't have this set up at all. Like, Marvel set up not even a full Sinister Six, but 5 really compelling villains based off, like, your old movies. But even, like, they set up a good, compelling storyline, including multiple characters, that had previous,
I do have the date here for Craven the Hunter. The release date January 13, 2023. So,
oh
there
wow,
you go.
January of 2023.
Oh, so early next year.
Wow,
That's
I thought it was like early
January
2024. Oops, I was a year off. I literally thought it was like January, February 2024 for some reason.
So then we might get the Sinister Six movie 2025 then.
Yeah,
But like still,
3 years out.
That's pretty late or like pretty far.
Especially
and I know
when
we have Marvel movies like
sparse
lined up
through there.
until freaking 2030.
Yeah,
But like
exactly. So
but they actually have proven that they can
make
make
good films.
good content.
Yes, exactly. Sony has like flopped on. You could say all their live action stuff has flopped really. Like I mean, aside from like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 was fantastic, like the old Spider-Man stuff, but that's like what, almost like 20 years ago. Not actually, but like 15,
close,
like 15,
actually.
15,
The
16
Amazing
years
Spider-Man
ago.
was
2020, 22.
For the
or not
old,
20.
Wait, what?
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was 2002.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't words right now.
Yeah, like
2002.
Spider-Man 3 was like 2008, I want to say. But like realistically like 20 years back, like that's when those films are made. Not that Sam Raimi isn't still a great director. Uh-oh. He's gone. He's gone.
But like,
it's been so long since those films were even good. Like they haven't put out anything that's great recently. Uh-oh. Are you frozen now too? You're just playing?
No,
okay.
I was just sitting still.
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. But well, I guess
I was zoning out thinking about how I couldn't say 2020 2002
2002.
2002. Now I'm just gonna start saying it as '02.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a good Spider-Man movie since '08.
Jeez. Dang.
That's a lie because we saw one last year.
We saw one literally a little bit ago, a couple months back.
It was technically last year.
Yeah, technically 5 months ago. But honestly, I think that's just basically the gist that we got to is I don't know, I don't trust Sony with their characters necessarily. I don't think you do either. I don't know if
they really need to just like either find a way to do a proper merger, at least with the Spider-Man franchises. Oh, William's back, maybe.
Easy.
Yeah, he's back, baby.
Welcome back.
Yep, sorry.
But yeah, they need to find the proper way to do a merger and just let Sony take control of the characters, or just or not Marvel, Sony, Marvel take control of the characters.
Oh God,
they could, but
or at least like sell them the rights.
Yeah,
like
Sony.
Marvel will buy the rights from Sony for these characters.
They will, but but it's not like they're gonna do it. Sony has, Sony regardless if you're gonna get Renovue for all this stuff either way, for making all these solo movies, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you know how much more amazing Marvel Cinematic Universe would be if they had access to the 3,000 characters?
Yep.
They would
be better.
That Sony owns because they own Spider-Man.
They do.
Oh man,
they do.
That would be great.
But like you said, Sony's not going to easily give that up. They're saying no, we have too much power over here, And plus, Sony's going to make more money when they make the Spider-Man games as well for PlayStation exclusively.
They can keep that. They can write in the contract that
we have the game rights.
We have the game rights to Spider-Man because they actually make good Spider-Man games. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. Like
they do.
The Spider-Man for the PS4, and then the Miles Morales game. Like as short as it was really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's right.
With the new Spider-Man game coming out, like. What is it, in just a couple months, right?
Yeah, it should be soon.
I think so. I don't know.
Like, that looks like it's going to be really good. And it's like a combination of the other Spider-Man game with the Miles Morales game. And they're taking the swinging mechanics from the Miles Morales game. And that was like the biggest thing that was like an upgrade from the other Sony game.
Solid.
So like, it's gonna be a much better game. Like, as far as like gameplay wise, story was good regardless.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how much more they can do to improve the story. It was pretty good. So.
But yeah, like they can keep the video game rights. They can keep whatever rights. Just give the movie rights over to Marvel because Marvel.
They're not going to. They're not going to.
I hope they do, but
they're not going to. Trust me.
Only hope. That's
the thing. They're not going to. It's Sony smart enough not to give up, and they no disrespect, but come on, the people that own Sony know what not to give it up.
Well, maybe not even just give it up, but allow them to use the franchises. Like, I know they're technically allowing it now, but
they have to write certain contracts for each individual character that they want to use or whatever. So
yep, they have to. Yep, that's how business is. It's like, you want to use this person, or we'll give you this certain contract, and you could probably use them.
I've been praying every night that Sony gives it up.
Money. They're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to.
This is why there is not a god. Anyways,
alienate some of our fan base.
Oops.
Why don't you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. I did, but
nah, it's over, bro. You just screwed us over now. Now we're gonna be cursed. Good. Thanks for nothing.
Shit. Anyways,
I'm gonna jump ship and I'll be like, yep, I'm out of here. Screw you guys.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this week's episode. Let us know in the comments what you think about Sony's things that they do.
Trajectory.
Yeah, their trajectory. We'll call it that. Anyways, let's talk. Yeah, let us know how you feel about all those things. Let us know if you're excited for next week's episode with all the new segments about the new Batman, all that stuff.
Talk to us in the comments.
Yeah, talk to us in the comments. Come join us in Discord. We talk all the time in there about all the new stuff. Post all the links to the new footage. Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Don't.
I talk all the time.
We don't do any of that.
Maybe you
we don't do nothing of that. Why are you lying to us?
Dude, we do
I
a
check
lot of
the
stuff.
Discord at least 3 times a day.
I check it at least 8. What are
I
you
check
doing?
it never.
I check it whenever I get a notification, and then because for whatever reason my phone doesn't give me notifications
And I check
all the time whenever something happens. I check it 3 times a day. Beyond the times that I get notified.
That's fair.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. Come join us. Come chat with us. Follow us on all our socials and our personal socials. All that's down in the description. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace.
All hail Sony.
Jeez. That's not going to go well.